Purple Lace Bra, I am obsessed with. I love it. I like that it talks about like a relationship, but I feel like this is a song that gets into your relationship with the media. How is navigating that relationship?
It's confusing. I've loved putting my music and art on the internet for so many years since I was like 13. And it's never really scared me. When it came to like this year and turning 21 and feeling like a woman for the first time and feeling confident and like in my own body, like to feel that much talk about women's bodies and their face and the way that they act and the way they talk is so exhausting sometimes. It is literally never ending. I just feel like sometimes the internet's such a hateful, judgmental place. And it was, I think, difficult for me trying to like, feel like as every girl does, try to feel good in their skin and want to live their life a certain way and then get like constant
Like berated?
yeah, it's just like it's just conflicting in your brain sometimes. And I think I was dealing with that a little bit, being like I want to release the art that I want to release and I want to put out things that I believe in, but then also just like having to deal with all of that afterward is like a whole other thing.
Golden Boy influenced this album quite a bit. I would say, especially the second half. I think this album is very much like a chronological story of like, kind of letting go of like past loves and also finding self love, but finding new romantic love. And so the second half of the album was definitely inspired by the Dirty Jean guy. I honestly, it's weird because I feel like the success in the music industry, like the goalposts change all the time, like year to year to year. It means something different every time. The road to it that you think is like clear always changes. And so for me, in order to just like stay sane and not feel like I'm like chasing after anything, I feel like where I'm at now, success is just like making something that I'm super proud of, that I am excited about, that I can listen to, that I can like go to sleep at night knowing it's like totally me. I feel like that's success. Like when you crack the code on something that you create. Um, yeah. So honestly, I feel like I've already won. I made something I'm like super proud about that will have my name attached to it forever, and years down the line, people will know me for something that I'm proud of, which is cool.
But I think it's really a testament to the other coaches because they helped me feel so comfortable. And yeah, by day one of the blinds, I was like, I just want to be present, and I know that I have learned a lot in my 10 years, and that I have like I can give good advice. And as soon as I started like building my team and finding artists that I really believed in, I was like, all right, we're good. Let's go.
Is there a song from this album that you feel like got a bigger reaction than you expected, or you found was more enjoyable to perform than you originally thought?
Definitely baggage. Not to talk so much about it, but I think for me, it's a song that I started just me and my guitar, like acoustic. It was kind of almost a ballad. And then when we wrote it very, it's like this blissful acceptance of the journey that got you to happiness, right? And it's messy and sometimes it's chaotic and not what you expected, but it leads you to where you're supposed to be. And it's like, it's celebrating that. And it's the second song in the set. And so I think that's really when the show comes to life and everyone's like, all right, let's go.
Do you find yourself similar to her or?
There are things about Erica that I could identify with, but I do think we're very different. Just in terms, we're just different types of women. So it's actually really fun for me as an actor, like that I want to push myself to do things out of my comfort zone. And so I think it's been fun stepping into the shoes of this new girl, someone who's very different from me, but also I can relate to her. And I feel like a lot of people watching could find things to relate to about her character as well.
Yeah, I feel like it would be tougher to be that cutthroat in real life.
Right.
How are you feeling? Older, wiser?
Older, wiser, younger,
Nice.
more excited about life. It's this very weird paradox, I must say. I'm like, this is like the most self-aware I've ever been, but also like aware that I have so much to learn and so much growing to do. So it's exciting.
There's family, there's so many of you.
So many of us.
It's so wild. So
I
what's
know.
the best part about growing up with just so many other siblings?
Yeah, I mean, it was always fun. There was always someone to hang out with, and we're all close, but specifically, like my two sisters and I are so close. And, like throughout life, I think there's quite a big age gap between all of us, but in ways that's been cool, because there's times where I feel like Miley and I are closer and have more interests and do more together. But then there was a time where Noah and I rode horses together and spent so much time together. And so as life has gone on, like there's always just been, you know, you've had friends around because they're your family, and it's never lonely. So that's what's good about it.
Totally. We have a mutual friend, Leandra Earl from the Beaches.
Oh, I love her.
Shout out Leandra.
I love the Beaches.
They're the best, right?
I know. I saw them perform at the Calgary Stampede last year. We were both playing shows there. That's where I met Leandra, and I'm obsessed with her. I'm obsessed with the Beaches. They're so talented. She's so sweet.
You're talking about people who inspire you, but you're probably so inspiring to a whole other generation. What is the advice that you would give to your younger self, looking back now?
I feel like I would tell her to not be afraid to dream big. You know, when I was younger, it was kind of hard to picture myself doing the things that I'm doing now, because you know there is such a lack of representation. So I've always found myself trying to limit my dreams and what I really wanted to be. And because when I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a singer. You know, I am the biggest Avril Lavigne fan, and I watched Hannah Montana, and like I always wanted to do what they were doing. So I would say, just to not limit yourself, and also to stay authentic and be really proud of where you come from. Because I love my home, and I love my Indigenous people, and when one of us wins, we all win. And yeah, I always think of my home and my people on whatever stage I step on or room I enter.
How do people from your hometown react when they hear you on the radio now?
They all message me, all my like community members, like, because everyone's like family back at home. We call everyone's like my auntie or my uncle, and I always get messages on like my social medias from them being like, "Man, I remember when you were just a little girl singing on the hay bales, and now it's so crazy whenever your song comes on, because like it's just like you've grown so much. My community and has just been like nothing but supportive, and I'm so thankful for them."
3 Junos. How are you feeling about it?
3's crazy. 3's my lucky number.
Oh, nice.
I really want to win. Yeah. I really
I'm
want to
glad.
win.
I feel like some people don't say it. They're like, well, we'll see what happens.
No,
but-
I want to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you should.
There's not many moments I get to say that in my life. I'd love to win. Yeah.
And you're tied for the most amount of nominations for a first-time nominee.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wait, for today or ever?
I don't know. That's what I couldn't figure out. I was going to ask you that.
I don't know.
Maybe for this year.
Oh my God, I love, if that's true,
Yeah.
that is a win.
We'll fact check it.
That's a win though.
I've always been the underdog, and I always respect the underdog, but I never thought I would be the underdog for so long.
Yeah.
So what change do you think needs to happen for you to get out of that spot?
Out of like the underdog?
Yeah.
I think,
Or do you think you're out of it now?
I don't think I'm out of it because there's still not enough of people that look like me. I still question why, I'm even the first hijabi to be nominated and stuff like that. And it's like, there's so many immigrants and so many Muslims that are not just like building communities within Canada and stuff. It's like we've been such a significant role in Canadian culture. And I'm just so surprised that we haven't made it this far. And, I still think I'll be the underdog so long as I'm not seeing more Muslims and hijabis on the red carpets and at these galas and at these events. So yeah, I just didn't think it would take this long, and it has nothing to do with me. I think it's just, diversity, inclusion, and it's always nice to be in a room and see someone that looks like you or someone that comes from the same area that you do. And I don't know, you just feel more reassured again.
Yeah.
So that's all.
How does it feel because I'm sure you get DMs and things from people who are like,
Yeah.
oh, finally, like I see myself.
Yeah. I get crazy DMs, and it's like every DM, it's not like, oh my God, it's like, oh yeah, I fully get that, because that's how I felt. That's how I feel. I kind of wish I wasn't the one doing it. I wish I was just the person DMing that person to thank them, because I don't like to be perceived or be online. But at this point, it's not even for me anymore, But getting the DMs, it's great, not for like an ego thing, but okay, so this mattered to you too, because that's all I ever wanted, to watch Camp Rock and see like a hijabi or like a brown girl or something, dancing and having the opportunities on Disney Channel or Family Channel or whatever it be. So yeah.
Yeah. There was none in Camp Rock.
There were none.
Like literally.
Even like High School Musical and, Zoe 101, all these shows, there was just nothing, like really.
How easy would that have been?
I think it would have been, yeah. I think it would have been.
Yeah.
I mean, I had That's a Raven. That was good. That was something I kind of had.
We said on our last album we're not ready for therapy. We're actually all now in therapy, so it's a step up.
It still means that we're quite messy though. So, you know, we're still messy girls, but we just know that we are messy girls.
Yeah. And our therapists know it too.
There you go. Step one.
I think she always kind of knew it. She's realizing it more and more what it kind of means in the greater scope of things. But she knew, you know, I would be holding her. I think the moment that she realized things were like that was at my show. She was out watching the show from outside, and one girl was like, Rocket. And she was like 5, and she's like, how does that person know me? Wait, why? And she was talking to me backstage. She's like, that person like screamed my name. And so it was the first time she realized people knew her that she didn't know. And it was kind of strange for her, but you know, and then she will get into the car with like her friends' families and request my music, or she'll wear the merch. I think she's like a big fan. She's like my biggest little supporter. And I think she's really proud. She's really proud. Yeah. And it makes me so happy. And I always want to share the process with her. And I leave a lot. And I want her to know it's because I'm doing what I love, so that when she grows up and she wants to go and do whatever she wants, she doesn't feel she has to sacrifice that for anybody, you know.
Oh, I love that.
Did it get easier to kind of hype yourself after 20 shows, or every night were you like, I'm opening for Sabrina Carpenter?
What's funny is I find arenas easier because everyone looks kind of like smaller, so my brain can kind of process things in an easier way. Sometimes when it's very close up, it's very easy to like catch each other, and sometimes I catch myself laughing at things and stuff. But I think it was easier as it went on. However, I don't think I ever really got over the fact that I was opening for her, because even when I'd go out and watch her shout me out, I was just always a bit like, is this actually happening? So yeah, I don't think I ever really got over it, but I found it easier because her fans were also so nice, like unbelievably nice.
And now they're your fans because you're on TikTok saying,
they're
hey, this is my song, you saw me. And they're all like happy to find you.
Yeah, they're so sweet.
And I work that way as well. I make playlists for each of my characters. So I would listen to the engineers' playlist constantly. And it was so hard. You know, we worked out with my trainer, Paolo Massidi, 3 hours every day and doing high intensity, heavy lifting. And then of course with the stunts, the first couple months of training where I didn't see any results and I didn't feel stronger at all, it's very frustrating. But then that's when you have to keep showing up and trusting your team, you know? And it empowered me to know that I'm capable of those things.
It's just so cool to see like a healthy female friendship that stand the test of time, that kind of dynamic. So what was it like in that role for you, kind of like displaying that?
I totally agree with you. It's so refreshing. I mean, Rachel and I felt it when we were doing scenes. We're like, it's so lovely that these women love each other so much and care about each other so much, and that they always lift each other up. And I know as actors, it also feels good to be portraying that for people to see, that women can be there for each other and can be there for each other over a long extended period. So really, it really was a gift.
I feel like female artists too sometimes really feel like they need to do exactly that, right? Like get a brand new look.
Like a 180. Like
and now do something completely different. And then you get other artists like Ed Sheeran who can just like show up in jeans and a t-shirt and
I know.
don't even have to think
the
about that.
consistency is good because that's what people kind of expect from you. So you want to give them what they're looking for.
And you don't want to completely ostracize like your fans that, you know, became fans of yours for a specific reason, right?
Yeah.
And you also have to do stuff that's true to you as well.
Do you feel like this is the work you're most proud of?
I'm very proud of this,
Absolutely.
How are you feeling entering into a full new decade?
I love it. I mean, I don't feel any, there's not one negative thing about it if I'm being really serious. And I can't say that for maybe everybody, but I can't change it. And I don't see anything wrong with being 60. Like, it's great.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to look, I want to count how many fries are in there. Does a small fry have more than 60 fries in it?
It might, yeah.
I wonder, I don't know why,
She's so busy.
Yeah.
Like, it's such a big machine. Like, she is a superstar. Like, she's touring arenas all over the world. I watch her sound check.
Nice.
And I'm like, hey, you know. But she's very busy, and she is so hardworking.
that's very inspiring. Like, she works really, really hard, and she's so young too. I think it's just her personality, like coming from competitive dance, and then now are releasing songs and like perform like an athlete every night. I think it's just who she is as a person, that she always will give her best, like every day, whatever she does.
Right.
So sadly, we haven't had the time to like hang out, because she's always doing something, or like I'm doing something. But I just love to be a part of that tour.
Yeah.
Like, everyone's so lovely, down to the crew, the dancers, the band, the front of house. Like, everyone has a really, really good energy, and I think that says a lot about her as an artist. Like, I believe that if you are a good person, I think it trickles down to the people you have around you. And a lot of the people that are traveling with her now and doing these big arenas have also been with her when she did these like club shows with like 500 people. So that's so nice to just bring along your team.
What's your favorite thing about your mom's acting?
I love how my mom can do like super hard comedy, but also super, super grounded. It always feels grounded. She's like the queen of that.
Obviously, she's your daughter, but what else makes her different than directors you've worked with in the past?
She's really nurturing, and she like creates a very safe space for everyone to experiment and just like, you know, try things with the like improvising, and she doesn't ever make you feel like you're saying you're being ridiculous, which we are.
Yeah.
So,
did she set any boundaries for you on set? Is there any rules for mom?
Rules? You know, I want to like hug her and like touch her all day long, and I got the feeling from her in the beginning that I needed to like, you know, respect her space.
Do you remember one of the like worst questions that comes to mind?
One of the worst questions that was asked repeatedly was, "Why do you hate men?" And I was like, what in the world does celebrating women have to do with hating men?
Nothing.
That makes no sense.
Wow.
Just about shock, you know, trying to elicit some kind of, you know, snappy response. I'm like, yeah, I tried not to take the bait.
Growing up anywhere, but especially growing up in Nova Scotia and in Canada, Sarah McLachlan, like that is like an iconic person, an iconic name. And I think especially for me, growing up in a very rural part of Nova Scotia, it was like you were the North Star of like, this is possible. You can just like sing beautiful music and create moments with people and make that your life. And yeah, it was like genuinely a very inspiring, you have always been a very inspiring person for me.
I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Who's on your lesbian Mount Rushmore? Get the old white guys out of there. Who are we replacing it with?
Who is even on Mount Rushmore?
I couldn't. We're in Canada. We don't know.
Right. Yeah. Do you guys have? Okay, you don't have one. It'd be weird if you did.
That would be a little weird if we did.
It would be weird. Nobody else like idolizes colonizers like we do. I guess that's why nobody else has them. My lesbian Mount Rushmore, Queen Latifah.
You can be on it too.
No, I can't be on Mount Rushmore. Mount Bushmore, I can't do it. Queen Latifah. Honestly, we were just having like a very long conversation about this. I would put Cara on my lesbian Mount Rushmore for sure. Cara's totally there. Queen Latifah, Cara. Ellen.
Yeah?
She's the first lesbian.
She is the first lesbian.
She's the first lesbian.
She's done a lot for the community.
Ellen, I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
One more.
Oh, fuck, there's 4?
Yeah. Right? There's 4? Okay, there's 4.
I don't know. My great aunt.
Nice.
My great aunt. She's fucking fantastic.
Joanna, that's a perfect segue. Joanna, you tweeted, "Our support for one another is not up for debate." And I've also read how important it is for you to give credit and props to other Filipino artists as well. in a world that really sometimes pits women against each other, why was it important for you to say that?
Yes, I said that because I've been seeing comments online asking why some members get support from the other members and others don't, and even saying that maybe we're insecure. I tweeted, our support for one another is not up for debate because not everything that happens within BINI is meant to be seen by the public. What people see is only a very small part of our story. And for me, I tweeted that to remind everyone that before anyone else believed in us, the 8 of us already believed in each other first. We are not. Yes, our bond wasn't built for show. It was built through hard days and choosing years and choosing each other even when things were tough. So I believe that kind of support doesn't need proof because it's all real.
Been great to have this direct conversation, female woman to woman. We're the same age. We grew up in the same, 90s and early 2000s. We have so much in common, and we hit it off. She's now a really good friend, and so, to her, she's such a true feminist, Mary, in a way that is far more sophisticated than I am. She is, and she was just my touchstone for the whole performance and the whole experience.